A Spokane man accused of making deadly threats toward LDS church members may be getting released from custody. We'll tell you why and what the church had to say.
One more day of clouds, and we're talking sunshine by Friday and holding on to it all weekend.
Plus, a former Washington Fire Battalion chief now found guilty of murdering his wife after trying to make her death look like a medical emergency. The details from the courtroom tonight. Good evening, and thank you for joining us for KREM 2 News. I'm Sydney Schofield. A man accused of making members here in Spokane may be released from custody out of concern for his mental health. KREM 2's Connor McAvoy breaks down what we know tonight.
Are you asking to address bond without him present?
Yes, Your Honor.
In a more than 20-minute-long out-of-custody arraignment, 23-year-old suspect Armando Torres Hernandez did not appear due to an involuntary commitment at a local hospital where he's receiving mental health treatment. According to court documents, he's accused of making deadly threats made against members of two LDS churches in Spokane and Cheney. On January 10th, a witness and one of the congregation's leaders, according to court docs, was told that Torres Hernandez, who had previously attended church services, was stalking some of its female members. As a result, a church leader contacted him and said he was no longer allowed to attend services. An affidavit of facts reveals another witness and member of the church having a conversation with Torres Hernandez, saying he had thoughts to shoot and bomb LDS church members and wrote those thoughts down in a journal. Since then, he's been incarcerated on a designated crisis responder hold after authorities were concerned he would harm himself and/or others. During Wednesday's arraignment, the judge determined Torres Hernandez should be released from custody on a 90-day less restrictive hold, referred to as an LRA. From there, he'll be released from custody and live with his family, but will have to undergo court-ordered mental health treatment.
And being on the LRA is a much better approach than keeping him incarcerated where he's not going to get that kind of help.
The judge also clarified the order he signed will only go into effect if Torres Hernandez agrees with the LRA. The spokesperson for the LDS Church's congregations released a statement on the situation, saying, "The church is working closely with local authorities as they pursue their investigation. Questions may be directed to local law enforcement." The suspect's next out-of-custody arraignment is scheduled for February 4th at 9 a.m. Connor McAvoy, KREM 2 News.
All right, let's turn our attention to the forecast now. We've got Chief Meteorologist Jeremy Legoo in our Outdoor Weather Center. Jeremy, it's been a lot of the same for quite some time, but we might be seeing a change soon.
I think so, and it's going to be welcome change for a lot of us. I know me for sure. It's hard to talk about the same thing over and over and over. I like showing this now because I don't know the last time I showed it and it wasn't 27 degrees and cloudy. Day and night, it doesn't matter. Right now, our clouds are a little bit different than what we've been seeing as of late, which tells me that we do have that chance of breaking out of them. Some of those clouds sliding over the top of us aren't going anywhere anytime soon, but by tomorrow late in the day, there is a chance we see a couple of breaks in them. Likely after sunset for almost everyone watching, everyone that can watch KREM 2, all of us are likely not going to see those breaks. However, Friday offers wind and high pressure, and that combination is what will bring about sunshine. Sunshine that lasts through the weekend, but it comes with a big drop in temps. 32 tomorrow, cloudy, maybe a break in those clouds after dark. Mostly sunny Friday and Saturday with highs near 30 and lows in the teens.
All right, looking forward to that sun, Jeremy. Thank you. It's time for your Night Beat with a quick look at today's top stories. A former Washington Fire Battalion chief was found guilty this week of murdering his wife and trying to make her death look like a medical emergency. In 2024, Kevin West, who worked for the Camas-Washougal Fire Department for 22 years, told authorities his wife was having a seizure and stopped breathing. But when authorities arrived on scene, she was pronounced dead. Investigators later determined that West was having an affair, and an autopsy concluded his wife died from asphyxia and blunt force trauma to the neck. The medical examiner ruled her death a homicide. A jury has now found Kevin West guilty of first-degree murder. He's scheduled to be sentenced next month. Today, an Eastern Washington federal judge ordered a former Spokane tribal official to spend a year behind bars. A federal jury found Tawny Willow Colvin guilty on all 26 counts of fraud and embezzlement charges in September for moving more than $100,000 from the Spokane Indians Department of Health and Services to her personal bank account while she worked there. Court documents say Colvin took the money from the Division of Children and Family Services that was meant for foster children and their caregivers. Colvin will also have to pay the money back and will be released within 5 years of supervision. Spokane police arrested a teenager after they say she stole from a downtown business and then pepper sprayed the owner. Jesse McCauley, the owner of Petunia and Loomis, says he saw a teenage girl put on a beanie with the price tag still on and followed her outside. After catching up to the teen and her group of friends to ask for the beanie back, he says he was quickly pepper sprayed. McCauley says he is still feeling some of the effects from the spray tonight, but tells KREM 2 he's happy to be back at work regardless of what happened.
I think that you can't let one incident define your everything, and that's where I think people get downtown wrong. That yes, there are some bad incidents, there are some things that happen that aren't great, but it doesn't mean that everything down here is doom and gloom.
The Spokane Police Department says after getting photos of those involved, officers quickly found and arrested the 16-year-old for first-degree robbery and third-degree theft. The teen is expected to be in court for her arraignment on the 28th. That's it for your Night Beat. For more on any of these stories, head to our website, KREM.com. All right, stay just a bit longer with us tonight. 2 more Spokane Regional Health District Board of Health employees are on administrative leave tonight. The reason why, coming up. But first, a controversial gun lawsuit comes to an end. The details of the suit and why it was dropped in just 90 seconds.